Welcome to the High Vibe Moms Club, the podcast for ambitious women ready to ditch burnout, diet culture, and mom guilt so they can feel hot, healthy, and radiant from the inside out. I'm your host, Shannon, and this isn't just another wellness podcast. It's a movement. If you're ready to raise your vibe, reset your health, and step into your most confident self, you're in the right place. Hello, and welcome to another episode. Today's topic is something that I absolutely love talking about. It's very exciting, and that is why your thoughts become your reality. Have you ever noticed how when you're having a bad day, a bad morning, everything seems to just go even worse? You spill your coffee, then your kid throws a tantrum, someone cuts you off in traffic, and suddenly your whole day just feels like chaos. But here's the thing, on a good day, those things still happen, but yet it doesn't hit the same. So here is the crazy part. And this is the part that I want to share. We'll dive a little bit deeper of the science behind it. Your brain, it's not responding to your circumstances. It's responding to your interpretation of them. And that interpretation, it's shaped by your thoughts, beliefs, and the way your brain has been trained to filter your world. I know, crazy. So today we're diving into the research on neuroplasticity, the science that proves your brain literally rewires based on what you think, what you expect, and what you believe. Because the brain, it doesn't really know the difference between thoughts and reality. And I know that seems kind of hard to believe, but literally, your brain cannot tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. This isn't woo-woo, it's neuroscience. Studies with athletes show that visualizing a skill activates the same neural pathways as physically performing it. People who imagine lifting weights actually increase their strength by 22% without touching a single dumbbell. Isn't that so cool? So why is this happening? Because the brain fires the same neurons whether you do the thing or imagine the thing. This is why worrying feels so real in your body. Your brain treats your fear like it's already happening, and your nervous system reacts to it. But this is why visualization, affirmations, meditating, and shifting your identity is something that you should make as part of your daily routine. So this isn't woo-woo. This is literally science. Your brain rewires itself to believe the reality you repeatedly imagine and will start to find evidence of this in your real life. So, your beliefs decide what your brain shows you. So I'll break it down so you're not just like, yeah, Shan, sure, whatevs. Your brain receives 11 million, not 1100, 11 million bits of data per second through your senses. Sounds, smells, textures, colors, emotions, energies, everything. But your conscious mind, it can't process all that. It is only processing 40 to 50 bits per second. So everything in front of you, everything going on at all times, the clouds in the sky, the birds chirping, a lot of times you don't even notice it because your brain is filtering it out. So 11 million bits filtered down to 40 to 50 bits. That's substantial. So your brain is doing all this filtering. It chooses what to pay attention to based on You got it. Your thoughts and beliefs. This means that if you believe, I never stick to anything, your brain will only highlight evidence to prove that. If you believe, I always fail at every weight loss program that I start, your brain will bring you, boop, a piece of proof just to confirm that. But here's the good thing. When you shift your beliefs, you shift what your brain chooses to recognize in your environment. So, this is why a woman who believes she is getting healthier, she'll start noticing the shifts. More energy, better choices, compliments, small wins. And you can even go down the rabbit hole and do your own research on the placebo effect. It is all there, science-backed evidence. So, we want our brain to be our teammate, our bestie. So, it will only look for the good things that we tell it to. Okay, so how neuroplasticity rewires your identity. This is the part that most people bypass, don't even think about it, don't realize it. Your habits don't change until your identity changes. I'm going to say it one more time. Your habits will not change until you change your identity. Your brain wants to stay consistent with who you believe you are. So if you believe things like, I'm always inconsistent, I get stressed easily, I am always anxious, can't lose weight, I'm overwhelmed, I'm not good enough, la 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 la. Your brain will protect that identity by keeping you in the familiar cycles. Even though it sucks, even though you're like, I didn't ask for this. But because that is what you believe to be true, again, your brain is going to show you evidence. But because neuroplasticity means that it can change, it is not permanent. So that's why we're here today. We are going to be shifting that so it's not just about positive thinking. We are shifting our neurons to fire together with different thoughts to wire together for a different outcome. Because your brain is always forming new neural pathways. Every new thought you choose, every pattern you interrupt, every moment you slow down and reframe, every time you visualize your future self, every time you take that small, brave action, you are literally rewiring your brain. You are teaching your brain your new identity, you 2.0, future self. Let's go. So, how can we use neuroplasticity to change our lives for the better? I have 4 steps that I want to share with you. The first one is catch and reframe. When you hear an old belief speak up, something like, I always screw this stuff up, pause and replace it with a supportive truth. I am learning something new. Step 2, future self visualization. Play some music, listen to a guided meditation, whatever will allow you to relax. And then you're going to picture the version of you who is healthy, energized, confident, patient. Your brain will begin firing circuits to match this new identity. Number 3, micro actions. This is what is really going to help that rewiring just stick. It's going to fast track to implement. Your brain changes through repetition. And the best way I can explain this is an analogy that I like to use is if you are walking down a path, you're going for a hike. The first time you go for the hike, there is going to be weeds and brush and everything in your path, and it's going to be hard to get through. But as you continue to walk that path again and again and again, you'll notice that that path gets more clear, more direct. This is the same thing with you taking those little micro actions to rewire your brain. Through that repetition, it will create these new neural pathways. When you are in a stressful situation, taking 3 deep breaths every morning, journaling for 5 minutes, just these little things will help new neural pathways grow. And number 4 is identity statements. You want to come up with something that is empowering and true, like, I am becoming a woman who follows through. I fuel my body with care. I am someone who honors my health. Things like that. Anything that really sticks with you. I am someone who loves the process of working out, feeling good after my workouts. I am the type of woman who enjoys nutrient-dense foods on my plate. I love some good steam veggies. I love some nice, crispy, juicy fruit. Just all of those things that are true, really play them in your head to help you create this new pathway of who you're becoming. Fire and wire those circuits together. Because your brain, it's always listening, it's always learning, and it's always looking for proof of whatever you tell it. So tell it something empowering, because if you want a new reality, it starts with a new belief of who you are. And so I hope that today that really hit home for you. Hopefully you're as excited as I am about this topic, because I just want to let you know that it's not impossible to change who you are. There's a lot of times where we get so set in our ways and everything, but if you truly, truly focus on these little shifts, those 4 tips that I gave you, the catch and reframe, future self visualization, micro action, and identity statements, you are going to be amazed in how much your life is going to shift in the next month. So if you're ready to rewire your mind, reset your body, and create a lifestyle that feels energized, strong, and lean, send me a DM on Instagram at Shannon Gets Fit with a Z, the word rewire, and we can chat to see if my one-on-one coaching can create the transformation for you to change from the inside out. And once again, I am so excited that you are here. If you love this episode, please share it with another mama who you know this would resonate for. And I cannot wait to see you next week. All right, have a wonderful day. I love you so much, and chat soon. Bye.